Hey, good morning, everyone. We are excited to get going here this morning. As normal, we have technical difficulties. Krista is doing her best to join us today, but I will certainly be here with look who we have. We have Shoot Like a Girl Instructor. She's a competitive shooter. She's one of our pro staff members. She is a professional woman as well, is a dog lover, and is just one of the greatest people we have working with us. Like, all of the girls are great. So, Jamie, I'm sorry to tell you, but every time we have an instructor on, I tell everybody, this is my favorite instructor. So
it's okay.
So because everybody's the whole entire team is so wonderful. Gosh, I could never pick just one. But I want to tell you, thanks, Jamie, for coming on. Krista's going to try to join us a little bit later, y'all. But Jamie's here today to talk to us about dry firing. It's very important. So we've got so many new gun owners and we've got some experienced ladies, and getting to the range right now is kind of tough. And so, Jamie, I know that in your competitions, and I'll let you talk in a second, in your competitions, you really practice a lot. So first off, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and what your competitions are? Because y'all, I couldn't even begin to list all of the awards she has. You shoot the Glock tournaments, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you explain those and what you've won and accomplished? It's so awesome.
So the Glock matches are put on by the Glock Shooting Sport Foundation, which is what we call GSSF. And thankfully, we have several local ranges around here that sponsor those matches. And basically what it is, it's a Glock match. That's all you shoot in those matches are Glocks. And every Glock they make is able to go into any division. I mean, varies, of course, but you have a carry gun. They have all sorts of divisions. They have ladies divisions only. The new Glock 22, so they have a rimfire division, which is super awesome. I probably shoot those at least every other weekend when we're not in a pandemic state.
Right. Yeah.
So my schedule has changed quite a bit. It's kind of been nice a little bit. I can focus on some other things, but the Glock matches are so awesome. The people there, the staff that put on those matches, they actually have a gunsmith at every match, and they're outdoor matches. And it's nice if something goes down on your gun, because we shoot them so much, things will go down. It's nice to just be able to take it over to the gunsmith and have them run through your gun and make sure, and they put free parts in it and you're ready to go again. So
wow, that is awesome. And so you skipped the part, like most women do. We don't brag about ourselves, but you kind of skipped the part about how many of those you've won, because I know that I see like a lot of championships for you. So how many divisions have you won, and how often do you win, and how often do you compete?
Well, the outdoor matches are a little bit different than the indoor matches. So we have an indoor match. It's a 3-month series. And I've placed first, second, and third in pretty much all of those that I've shot in some division or another. But for me, the indoor matches, you only have 3 divisions. So you have a stock division, you have an unlimited division, you have a pocket division, like for your carry guns. So I usually fare pretty well in all of those, and they are very challenging. When we go out to 25 yards, there's nothing easy about it, and the competition is very steep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So well, to be a female shooter in that realm of men, and to do so well against them, I'm very proud of myself for that. But it takes a lot of work, a lot of dry fire.
Yeah, a lot of dry fire. So, all right, so let's get into dry fire. So, explain for our people, our new shooters, what exactly is dry fire, why we do it, and then kind of demonstrate what that means for us. And y'all, please comment on the page for us and put some emojis, and we're going to give away some A-Zoom snap caps for a lucky winner. And so we're excited for that, because we know that you want to dry fire practice, and that's Jamie's going to talk to you about those too. Go ahead, Jamie.
First and foremost, we always want to find a safe place in our home to do dry firing. And dry firing basically means working the fundamentals of your firearm without any live ammunition. So the snap caps that Karen was talking about, these little A-Zoom snap caps, actually replace your live ammunition. So that's what you use in your magazines. You can run through all sorts of drills. What it does is it helps you develop and improve your fundamentals of shooting just without ever having to go to the range, which is perfect during this setting that we're in right now. And you don't have to do it for like hours on end. The great thing about dry fire is you can just do it for 10 or 15 minutes a day or every other day, and you will see a huge increase in your skills. The more you do it, the better you're going to get, just like with anything that you practice. And it has helped me a lot over the years. Whenever I was too shy to go to the range by myself, or I feel like I didn't have a friend to go with, before I just started going on my own, it was nice that I had these snap caps to practice at home. And the reason why I like to use the snap caps is it helps protect the firing pin on your guns, especially the A-zooms. They have like a little rubber. You can't probably see it very well, but right
like
where
a little
the
divot.
Yeah, where the primer typically goes, where the firing pin hits the ammunition.
Hey, Jamie, you said safe. And so I'm assuming that even though you're dry firing, you're going to treat that firearm like it's always loaded with live ammunition and still practice all of the firearm safety rules, correct?
Absolutely. Always. Safety is first, no matter what you're doing. You treat all firearms as if they're loaded. Does not matter.
Great. Great. So, all right. So I got it. You use the A-zoom. So what's next? Like, what are you practicing exactly?
What I'm practicing for the most part is I have a little sight picture. So here's my rear sight, here's my front sight. What I want to practice is making that perfect sight picture where you have equal height and equal light. You don't want your front sight to be high or low or to the left or to the right. And when you're dry firing, that really helps you improve that front sight picture. Every time you're doing your presentation, you're getting that front sight and your rear sight lined up properly. And the more you do it, the more consistent you're going to be. And it's just going to become natural. You're going to be able to pull that gun up and it's already ready to go because you've practiced so much with it and put the time into it.
Right. So how many rounds do you load in of the A-zooms? Just one, or do you fill the whole magazine?
It's really up to you and what you're wanting to accomplish out of it, but just a couple. I think the A-zooms come with 4 to 6 in a package, depending upon what caliber you get. So just a couple. You don't need very many, and these things they last forever. I mean, I bought these. It's one-time shop. That's it. Simple.
So do you rack the round out of it each time? Like, do you know what I mean? Can you demonstrate that for us?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
So,
and y'all, Jamie's set up with a safe direction in her house to show us all of this.
Absolutely. So you just treat it just like a regular cartridge. So you're going to load it into the magazine. So as you can see, it is all devoid of real ammunition. I'm going to load it, rack the slide. Sorry.
It's okay. I know it gets so confusing.
And when you actually press the trigger, nothing happens other than the trigger goes off. But during dry fire, the whole point of it is to get that good sight picture, get that grip every time, and then you can rack it out. In this case, since I only put one in, it's going to lock the slide back, just like normal.
Great.
So you can run it through just like that every time if you want. It depends really on what your goals are. I like to, especially when I'm teaching, to help students learn how to load the magazine, because I know a lot of women have some problems loading the magazine. A lot of it's just coordination.
I'm going to pull myself off of here, Jamie, so they can see that big picture of you doing that. So I'll be back on in a second. So.
Okay. So the magazine has the dummy round in it, the A-zoom. Insert the magazine, rack the slide. And that's during dry fire. You really want to get that perfect sight picture every time. That's the whole point of it. So you take your time and get it right. And the more effort you put into it, the better you'll get.
Look who joined us.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Krista. Yes, I can hear you.
Good. I had to change technology devices. This is going to be my new mantra for today. Can you see it?
No,
I can't
ma'am.
read it. Radiate positivity.
Yeah.
Okay, there
Awesome.
you go.
Yeah, we're going to radiate positivity regardless of technology.
That's really important. So Jamie's walking us through dry fire. She just talked about trigger press. So, or she talked about sight alignment. So Jamie, what about trigger press, and how are you practicing that with the A-Zoom? What's important? Why is it important to practice that?
So if you're watching your front sight, whenever you're doing your dry fire, whenever you're pressing the trigger back, that's the easiest way to tell if you're anticipating a shot, because naturally you're gonna react to it because you think it's going to go off. And so your sight picture can change during that time, whether you're pushing the gun or pressing the gun, or you're using too much trigger, not enough trigger finger, things like that. So if you're actually watching your front sight while you're doing dry fire, you'll actually see the gun move. And that could be part of your problems whenever you're going to the range, is you're actually moving the gun. So you can actually work those problems out in dry fire and perfect them and not move the gun.
Yep. Oh, so I have a question here from Jenny Marie. Yes, they're sold at Cabela's and Bass Pro.
Yes.
They are in the sites, and we'll put a link up because we have a little affiliate program with Bass Pro. So we'll try to do an A-Zoom special on our website here later today, or on our Facebook page. So you guys could go and just click that link and buy some. They're not very expensive tool for what you get in terms of return on your investment, because it's most important. I like to use it just to keep practicing my safety fundamentals, and also my trigger press and the grip, because sometimes I will over grip my gun or under grip it, and I can tell that when I'm dry firing, because as the gun, like you said, the gun will move as I make that press back. So I like to do that with my A-Zooms, because I don't get to go to the range as much as I like to. It's terrible. I own a company that promotes shooting sports, and my time at the range is so limited. It's not fun, but I'd rather get everybody else interested in firearms than go to the range. So,
Yes.
Krista, you got any questions for Jamie?
So I missed the very beginning. I'm so sorry, Jamie. So you may have already covered this, but isn't it true that you can be any skill level, and as long as you follow the dry fire practice rules, you can actually dry fire practice even if it's not firing? Things like learning to rack your slide or lock your slide back, or how to operate all of your functions?
Absolutely. Dry firing is for any skill level, from the beginner all the way to the very advanced to national level and instructors. That's the great thing about it, is the more you do it, the better you're going to get, but you can start at any level and accomplish a lot.
Okay, so for those that are experienced like you, so you dry fire a lot, right? You're actually doing what?
More. I should more.
Oh, well, we probably all should more. You have the opportunity to probably shoot more than Karen and I do, and most of our followers. So how do you keep your dry fire practice engaging or exciting or not boring, so you'll continue to try to do it?
Well, I like to offer some other suggestions besides just the A-Zooms. I have a Glock, can't really see it, but I also have the Glock Airsoft Gun. I use that outside, obviously not inside. And that is another way that I can dry fire and still keep my fundamentals up, and it's fun. I also use it, that's operated off CO2. So it's very inexpensive to use, and the BBs are super cheap too. I also use another kit called the Cool Fire Trainer. Can't see it, but it also operates off CO2, and it operates really like the trailer does, which is great with Shoot Like a Girl. It has that, it's not quite as much as the trailer as far as being about that 80%. I would say it's probably about 65, 70% of the natural recoil, but it's a great tool. It's fun. I can do that indoors or outdoors. So I just kind of try to change it up. And I also have some really good books that, as you can see, I have all kinds of notes in them.
Show that again. Show that again. Y'all think she's serious about competing?
But
I love it, Jamie.
In these books, it has all these dry fire, sorry, you can't really see it, dry fire drills that I can do, and it tells you how to do them and where it's a good starting point as far as your time, because I use a timer. You don't have to buy an expensive timer. You can just download a free app on your phone and use that at home, which is great. I do recommend, I have a logbook too. So this is actually my new one, so it doesn't have anything in it yet for this year because I'm kind of stuck. But the logbooks are great because you can actually just record, what progress you're making. Right. I have several other dry firing books. I'm very serious about these. These two instructors are, in my book, in my opinion, the best when it comes to learning about dry fire. So you can buy these books on Amazon. One is from Seeklander and the other one's Mint Stoker.
So Jamie, later, can you comment on our page and put the names of those books for these ladies so that if they wanted to go out and look for them, they could go look for them. Ladies, I can't believe it. It's already 16 minutes. We try to keep these, to 15, 20 minutes. Yes, Melanie, we will share those links for you. Yep. We're thinking alike.
You can see my dry fire targets behind me here.
So I have some exciting news that we haven't announced officially yet, and we probably still will delay officially, but I'm going to let all of you in on a little scoop. Shh. The trailer is going to roll out of Huntsville, Alabama on June 4th, 3rd or 4th, and head to Missoula, Montana, and we are going to get back on the road. Yay! Yeah, we're so excited. So we'll do Missoula, Montana on June 6th and 7th. And then that following weekend, we are in Post Falls, Idaho. And we have so many ladies from Post Falls, Idaho expressing interest in coming, 2.2 thousand women. So wow. We'll be staying late. But we're excited. We're still working through the details to make sure that we protect everyone's health. It's most important that we protect your health and our instructors' health. So we're working through those with the CDC guidelines, and we'll have some different procedures in place. And I'm guessing that everyone will be patient with us as we work through those, because it will take a little more time than it used to take, but it will definitely be worth it. And we can't wait to get back on the road. Our instructor team's just ready to bust through to get out to meet all of you ladies. So we're excited for that. We will, Krista, do you have the winner from
I do.
last?
I do.
Oh, yes.
So Monday was Ruger with Christy Titus. We learned all things rifle. It was a wonderful conversation. And our winner of the Ruger swag kit is Brenda Cook.
Yay,
so Brenda, I'll reach out to you, get your mailing address. And like we've said in the previous slides, even though parts of our country are beginning to slowly open doors, there will be a delay just because not every partner is up and running with a full staff. But as soon as they can get it out, it will get out to you.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. We're so excited about that. And y'all, please, throw an emoji in there, comment on our page so that in this feed, and even if you're watching this not live, you can still enter to win. So, because we won't pull this winner until, when do we pull it?
Monday,
yes.
Monday live, yes.
Monday. What are we doing Monday? I don't remember.
How to rack a slide.
How to rack a slide. Woohoo! That is a very good tool to know. And we get a lot of feedback on one of our videos that it's not really racking it, it's releasing it. But the way we do it simulates racking the slide. So it looks like it's just releasing it, but it's actually simulated the actual rack. So I don't get in arguments with these people because it's not worth it, but that's what we do.
So that's Monday, how to rack a slide. Tuesday night for Ladies Night In. Does everybody know what that date is? May 5th.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so May 5th is all of our Mexican restaurants are probably not open to serve us margaritas, cheese dip, and salsa for Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to bring it to us. Katie Salinas is going to join us and make salsa live.
Authentic.
At home so we can kind of celebrate and be together. If we could figure out how to do the margarita part, I think we would do that too for those that enjoy margaritas. And then next Friday, we have Diana Chambers with Project Appleseed to talk about the Project Appleseed project. If you are a part or have ever been to an Appleseed, they all have code names. So if you've been to one in the South or you've heard of them, she's called Google in the Project Appleseed world. And I'm hoping she'll tell you a little bit about something fun that's coming the Project Appleseed way, which is the new Pistolier program. Yeah.
Yep. It's exciting because there's so many opportunities to get out and enjoy shooting sports.
Absolutely.
And, Jamie, you brought up a good point, and I'm going to go, I know we got to close up, but one of the things about a journal is that journal is great for archery as well as any shooting discipline, to keep that journal. When I competed in archery, I had for sure a journal with everything in it, from my practices to my measurements to my, speed of my arrows, everything. So
the gear you're using, right? It can be the gear, it can be the weather, everything can be put in that journal.
Correct.
Yes. And it's all important.
It is. Wait, that's a whole nother episode. So ladies, we're going to let you get on to your day today. We've had a lot of you stay on the whole time. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your support here at Shoot Like a Girl. Make sure you thank our partners. This episode is with our partners from Lyman Azum Caps and Glock. We really can't, when we get back on the road, y'all, when you come to Shoot Like a Girl's trailer, it's a massive expense, but you know how much you pay to go participate with us? Zero. And that zero is because of those corporate partners that believe that women are key to our future of shooting sports and want to make sure that they empower as many women as they can through us. And so please thank our partners. Come on, and we'll see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Central Time. And y'all have a great day. Thanks, Jamie. You were awesome.
Thank you.
Bye.